Hail Biafra! This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
Saying some stupid things that beat my imagination. That this man is in America and he had the balls to say what he said. If you're with me, I will not take your time on this one. We will take our time and analyze this video because I told you anybody who goes against Simon Ekpa is going against me. If you attack Simon Ekpa, you have attacked me. And today, whoever this dirty, hungry looking man is, I will be your worst nightmare this morning, this afternoon, and tonight. My fellow Biafrans, if you're with me, let us go with the analysis. Listen.
So why will defense come out?
Okay.
Were they not cautioned to come out and say this kind of thing? For Samuel Ekpa that has been declared wanted many times. This is not the first time. You came into office, you meet such a declaration, then you go after the guy, pick him up, and bring him back to Nigeria.
Hold it there. His first statement is, why did the defense of the zoo declare Simon Ekpa wanted? All they should have done was go out there, pick up the guy, which is Simon Ekpa, and bring him to Nigeria. This is the saying again of those you claim they are intellectuals. When it comes to the case of Biafrans, suddenly these guys, they are acting like terrorists. They are acting like they are in a military junta. They observe the nature, the behavior, the attitude of their government, which shows that they are operating in a banana republic. My fellow Biafrans, listen to the words of this man. He was telling the defense headquarters of the zoo, why did you come out to say you have declared Simon Ekpa wanted? All they should have done was just to go out there to get him, which means to kidnap him. Go to Finland and kidnap Simon Ekpa, bring him to Nigeria, and let him face the book. Later, you all will say you believe in your intellectuals. You will say people like this, they are educated. But look at the thinking of this dirty-looking, hungry man who claimed to be a journalist. He is somewhere in Texas, in America. But look at the thinking of this man. Where he's based in a country in America where they believe, they respect, and they uphold what they call the rule of law. And in the rule of law, nobody is bigger than any other person. There is no bigger I or smaller you. Everyone is equal under the law. But a dirty, hungry-looking Nigerian man in America is making a statement like this. Talking about how the zoo military should not even say, oh, we are looking for Simon Ekpa. They should just go to Finland and kidnap him and bring him to face trial in the zoo. Let's continue. Listen.
Everybody will put their hands together for you. You know, but you will need international collaboration. You will need the international police. You will need the international security agencies. And most of them may not talk to you. They will talk to the DSS, they will talk to the police Interpol units and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and all of those kind of agencies, not you, defense.
Go on.
Of the opinion that this approach by the defense headquarters could be counterproductive.
It's not going to be only counterproductive, it's going to be an exercise in futility.
Hold on there, idiots. They now asked him that, are you saying that what the defense headquarters has done by putting Simon Ekpa's picture out there, it will be counterproductive? He's agreeing to that fact. You see? Because people like this, they don't believe in the rule of law. At least, if they have declared Nnamdi Kanu wanted, and they went through their international whatever, they follow due process, then we will understand. So, okay, for the first time, Nigeria is now thinking. Nigeria is now acting like a reasonable country that observes the rule of law. So even though the DHQ or whatever you want to call them, even though what they did was rubbish, because you cannot declare somebody who's not a Nigerian wanted in your country. Samanekpa is a Finnish citizen and a Biafran. So you have no right to declare him wanted in your dirty Gotazo country. But my anger in this discussion is this man, they say, then for not even put them out, say he's wanted. Then for send their men to Finland to kidnap you. Now you see when someone was saying people were coming to Finland to do something to him. Now you see that Simon was right all this while. Because that's the prayer of this man you are seeing here. He is saying that the defense headquarters, they made a mistake by saying they have officially declared Simon wanted. That what they should have done was to go in the secret. Send your Boko Haram men to Finland to do the unthinkable. This man is in USA and he's giving advice to the defense headquarters of the zoo, encouraging them on what they did to Mazina and the Kano in Kenya. Do you now see the thinking of this man? When you say you have your intellectuals, do you now see the way this men they think? A man in America enjoying liberty in America is telling the zoo, he's advising the zoo not to follow due process, not to follow the protocols, to go underground when they keep saying they go underground. Now you see what they mean. Even those they call the accountability group. Now you see what they mean when they say they want to go underground. They are going underground. They are doing underground work. They leave the normal protocol that whatever you are doing, you must have a business plan. You must be following the goals. You must have your milestones. You must have your short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals. These things must be discussed. These things must be communicated in the public. No. They say go underground. Do it underground. This is what this idiot is talking about. Let's continue. Just listen. Listen.
Simon Ekpa is coming to Nigeria with armor tanks, boots on ground, jet fighters, marine ships and attack vessels. Then you say the defense is coming to speak. I like that. We should begin first.
He said only if Simon Ekpa is coming to that zoo called Nigeria with armor tanks and the rest, then that's when the defense headquarters can speak. Well, Mr. Man, I have news for you. You might think sometimes a man has to be in that zoo to take action. Sometimes you guys, you assume all boots must be on the ground before you can feel the impact of a people or a nation. There is something they call the face of a struggle, and those who make things to happen. For any organization to work out, for any organization to be successful, for any movement to achieve their goals, aims, objectives, and purpose, it is wiser for them to have a face. That face will hold the power. That face will be a mouthpiece to communicate to the people. While those who are on the ground, the boots on the ground, they will be carrying out the objectives, the directives of that face. That's what we are doing in 2024. The days of going to the front of your enemy to say you are fighting for freedom when you know your enemy don't respect the rule of law, those days are gone. We have learned from the mistakes of our elders. We have learned from the actions, the inactions, the pros and cons of our past leaders. We have read the books. We have watched videos. We have listened to stories, war stories. And we saw the mistake of some of the great men that you read out now, and you say you love them. A man like, who else should I say? Even Malcolm X. When you go through the story, he already had the face. They offered him protection, but he said no. He wanted to be at the front. And you see what they did to him. In a church, he was preaching and they killed him, unfortunately, like a chicken. Unfortunately. Because he made a mistake by not understanding. Once you are now the face of a movement, there is no need for you to be at the front line. Once you are the face of a movement and the people, they listen to you, the people, they obey you, the people, they listen to your clarion call, they accept whatever you tell them, they see you as somebody representing them, they see you as an advocate for the people, then you have no business being at the forefront. So for this idiot here to be thinking that Simon Ekpa has to come physically to your Nigerian airport, Lagos airport, Abuja airport, comes with his Finnish passport, and he goes through your immigration and custom. They check his passport. Oh, Simon Ekpa. Only a fool will do such things. What we are fighting for has gone beyond that stage. The days of trying to be at the front line is gone. All you need now is somebody they can trust. A face of the movement. Even in your Bible, it is said there, blessed are those who have not seen, but yet they believe. Most of you believe in Jesus. You believe in God. You say God will come back to take you and your people to heaven. You believe that, but you've not seen God. All you need is the face, the words to go with it. For you to believe in God, that you will make paradise. All you needed was what? A Bible. A preacher, your pastor, your man of God, your imam, your rabbi, to preach to you. God did not come down to earth to tell you face to face. No, those days are gone. So what this man is saying here is critical. He's saying that the defense headquarters of that zoo, they should have gone to Finland in a discreet or in a covert operation. He would have loved it if they did that against Simon Ekpa. Go into Finland, grab him, kidnap him, and whisk him away to Nigeria. This man who is based in America feels that would be the best thing to do. Yet he is staying, he is based, he is living in the land of the free. America is known as the land of the free. Freedom of expression, freedom of movement, freedom of association. When you talk about the fundamental human rights, these rights must be protected at all times. He's enjoying that in America. But look at the thinking of this man when it comes to the affairs of Nigeria. That tells you that there is something fundamentally wrong with Nigerians and those who believe in one Nigeria. It beats my imagination. Say this man, they're based for America. He saw the election in America, how Trump and Biden, they did what they did. How the rule of law was upheld in America. But now he said, no, let the Zoo military go to Finland and kidnap Simon Ekpa. That the only way he would have supported them is if Simon came to Nigeria with weapons and all those things. At the vex, let's continue. At the vex, I'm angry.
To trim ourselves to our constitutional rules. What defense is speaking about, it should be concerned about even the military motivation, current motivation, removing biases from the military, ethnic biases. You are looking for Simon Ekpa And Gumi is here in Nigeria telling you that you must pay ransom to bandits.
Now you talk now. Hold on there. Now you are talking, but the problem is you are talking from both sides of your dirty, stinking mouth. You are now saying that, okay, how can they be looking for Simon Ekpa? But Gumi, Sheikh Gumi, is there saying he can negotiate with the bandits. He's there talking about how he can forge a partnership, an alliance, an MOU, where there will be a mutual understanding between the Zoo government, the Tinubu government, and the Boko Haram men, the Tinubu government and bandits, the Nigerian Zoo government and Boko Haram, ISIS, and ISWAP. Sheikh Gumi can do that. Now he's asking, how come you guys are cool? You keep mute, you keep numb when Sheikh Gumi is saying all these things, but you are going after Simon Ekpa. This is the problem of men like this, when they make what they call the double speech. I love you and I hate you. Oxymoron. Go and kidnap Simon Ekpa, but how come Sheikh Gumi is saying what he's saying? Oxymoron. Simon Ekpa is a bad guy, but he has his right. Oxymoron. Now you see where I'm coming with this. In the first place, he's saying how Simon Ekpa is doing wrong. Do not broadcast in public that he's a wanted man. Go to Finland with your men and bring him down to Nigeria to face justice. On the second hand, he's saying, how come you are attacking Simon Ekpa? How come you are looking for Simon Ekpa? How come you are after Simon Ekpa? But Sheikh Gumi doing the same thing with the so-called terrorist headsmen and the rest of them, the bandits. He's a free man. Sheikh Gumi called them their freedom fighters. He called the Fulani killer headsmen their freedom fighters. In that zoo. Think about it, my people. That is the quagmire we find ourselves in that zoo. That is the conundrum you find yourself. That a so-called intellectual man who ain't get sense. He claimed he ain't get sense. But in one hand, he's saying, do not declare Simon Ekpa wanted. Send your men to Finland. Make una go grab and bring and come here. The way you did to Umar Otiko, the way you did to Nnamdi Kanu, go and get Simon Ekpa and bring him here. No need to declare him wanted. But when they come press and more, say, but are you saying what they are doing is wrong? He now said, okay, Sheikh Gumi has been doing this. How come you're after Simon Ekpa? But Sheikh Gumi is doing this. That shows you when somebody is confused. A foolish man, when a foolish man is speaking, you can tell by the contradictions of his words. Let's continue. Very, very sad.
For foreign people that are not even in your country, you are not able to deal with the ones in your country.
Okay, now he's speaking sense now. How come you are looking for those who are not in your country, foreign people who are not in your country? Nnamdi Kanu, you went to Kenya to kidnap him. A man on holiday in Kenya, but Sheikh Gumi is there with you. He's been respected. All the politicians vying for office, they want to take picture with Sheikh Gumi. Even Peter Obi, you saw the pictures with Sheikh Gumi. The man they call Mike Ozekome, the so-called legal team or whatever of Nnamdi Kanu was sacked. You saw him smiling ear to ear, taking a picture of Sheikh Gumi. So he's asking now, how come you are after those ones who are living foreign, who are away, who are living in a foreign land, who are living overseas? Now those ones you they after, but Sheikh Gumi when they your backyard here, the Fulani killer headsmen when they your backyard, you they leave them alone. How come? Make that to make sense. That's a good question. Because they say charity begins at home. Waiting there for Sokoto, ide for Sokoto. Waiting there for Sokoto, ide for Sokoto. What it means is that's the way you look for during those days when when you were living in, I don't know, if you are living in the southeast, in Lagos, anywhere, there was a song during those days. Sokoto was far away back then. So they say, waiting there for Sokoto. Something that is far away is in your Sokoto, your trouser. That's a Yoruba word, I believe. Sokoto means trouser. That is the quagmire, the conundrum that zoo finds itself. Nigeria. Because they love what the herdsmen are doing. They love what Shekumi is doing. They know he's a spokesperson of the Boko Haram. Even Buhari, your then president, was what? Their advocate. And now your new vice president, Shetima, he's the one. You saw him eating suya with them. Huh? He's a friend of Boko Haram. So anybody who thinks Nigeria go better, God bless Nigeria, we love Nigeria, we love the military, then perhaps we may have to call the ESN to protect our business and properties. Perhaps. He didn't say he would do it. He said perhaps, because if you are not here to protect us, they are burning down our businesses worth billions of naira. If the Lagos State governor cannot protect us, perhaps we may have to call the ESN to come and protect us, our businesses and properties. That Igbo Eze, this is now a year plus. He is still languishing in detention. Think about that. Let that sink into your mind. You want to belong to a country where when the Biafrans speak out, no problem. But Shegumi can say the headsmen, they are their freedom fighters. It is okay. He called Boko Haram their freedom fighters. It was fine. Nobody went after him. Even on the periphery, the man they call Asare Dokubo, you saw him brandishing AK-47 live on TV. He was swearing how his father, they kidnap and sell us as slaves. They sell the Igbos as slaves. They show gun for TV, for social media. Nobody went after him. But a Biafran Eze in Lagos, begging the governor of Lagos, please come and protect, because they pay their taxes. Your number one role is to protect and safeguard life and property. Come and do this thing for us now. I beg. They are stealing our businesses. They are burning down our businesses. Our means of livelihood is being destroyed before our eyes. All because of election. Come and protect us. If you will not do it though, perhaps we may have to call the ESN to come and protect our properties. Perhaps. Hey God, man, the anger out of this thing sometimes, it dey pain too much. It dey pain me well. So a person just talk. This is 1 year now. He's still languishing in detention. Because it happens, that was the aftermath of the election. When some of the Yorubas and the governor of Lagos State, plus Tinubu, he was angry, he felt embarrassed that he lost to Peter Obi in their so-called election. Despite we said the Biafrans should not partake in the election, they still brought their heavy hands. They were heavy-handed on the Biafrans. Every other day, every other week, businesses were being burned down. Life was being destroyed. Wealth being destroyed. And the Lagos State government dissolved. Till this day, they are still burning down, breaking down houses. Till this day. And when I was crying like a baby, the man they call Ohaneze. I will focus on, in fact, I've been so busy this week, since last week. So Very soon, I will have my eyes on the video in my homemade. I will face it very soon. I just don't have time. They are so lucky. I don't have time. But let's continue.
Distracted.
Oh man, it's very interesting. I'm trying to read through to see what impact even the utterances of Simon Ekpa, the impact it must have had, especially during the very hot period where the Southeast was boiling, since the detaining, I beg your pardon, of the IPOB leader in Nigeria, that's Nnamdi Kanu. There were lots of issues at that point in time everywhere. Still right now we hear that Mondays in some states of the Federation you can't go out. And when you're going out you have to get to look over your shoulders to be sure that you're safe.
My sister, nobody goes out. Let me just address you. The impact of Simon Ekpa since the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu is this. We the Biafran people, we the 70 million Biafran people. When I say this, I need the whole world to pay attention. We the 70 million Biafran peoples all across the whole world, we have given Simon Ekpa our mandate to continue in the movement towards liberating us in the absence of Master Nnamdi Kanu. So when you say every Monday is sit at home, and people sometimes have to look shoulder to shoulder before they go out, I want to assure you, my sister, that the people, we are saying we will not go out on Mondays because of the love we have for Nnamdi Kanu and for the respect we have for Simon Ekpa. We have dedicated every Monday as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Day. Now, when Simon Ekpa says this, you say it's a lie, he's boasting. He's a nobody, he's a small boy. I am telling you now that we the people, we the real IPOB, not the IPOB Nigeria Limited, we the real IPOB, 70 million strong, going to 80 million plus. We have dedicated every Monday to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every Monday is known as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Day, aka sit at home. Yes, you can call it whatever you want to call it. But for me and my people, for the love we have for Nnamdi Kanu, we shall sit at home every Monday.